Hi everyone! So for today's topic, we are going to talk about what not to buy in the Hermes brand because they are such a waste of money. So let's go ahead and talk about it. All right, guys. So I think the first one that I have in my list would be a fashion jewelry. And I think that fashion jewelry, even in the Hermes brand, is such a waste of money. And I'll tell you why. First of all, the materials, even though it's Hermes, and even though they have the best craftsmanship, I would say, these things is still tarnished. They're not the same as gold jewelry or silver jewelry as far as value goes. And so, they are just that, fashion jewelry. And I just don't feel that there is a need for any of us, for that matter, to buy fashion jewelry in the luxury world. I mean, if you want fashion jewelry, hey, you can get it anywhere else other than Hermes, and it's just not worth your money. To me, I think that silver jewelry and gold jewelry, for that matter, in Hermes are still worth the money, and I think those are better alternatives, I suppose, to a click H bracelet, for example. So a click H bracelet would run you about $695 or somewhere around 700 something, I believe. So just depends on the types and style and color and uniqueness, what have you. And for the meantime, you have the CDC silver bracelet like this one here, which is what I bought, and this is silver and it's 1300. So if you really think about it, it's not like a huge difference. You might be able to get two click H bracelets for the price of this one, but the quality of this at least will last you a whole lot of a long time. And then the value also, if you're going to resell it in the resale market, will be obviously higher for silver jewelry, I suppose, to fashion jewelry. And so hence, I would rather get silver jewelry other than the fashion jewelry because they're well worth your money. And again, with silver, if they don't tarnish, so to speak, right? Sometimes they change in color. It's just the nature of silver. However, there are options how you can return it back to the way that it looks like. It's nice and shiny and bright. But however, fashion jewelry, once they tarnish and the color fades away, that is it for you. You're done and over with, and it looks just ugly and it just looks trash, right? So that's the reason why I don't like fashion jewelry. By the way, you guys, my name is Ziggy. I talk about luxury handbags, real estate, travel, finance, and minimalism in this channel. So anyway, let's go ahead and continue on to our next topic of what other items in the Hermes brand you should not buy. So the next one up are like decorative objects or like some sort of like a paperweight. So, I am looking at this Samarkand paperweight, which is a total of 5,150. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go do this, and so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. Like this one right here is a paperweight, which is for your office or your home office, what have you, right? And it's like $5,150 plus tax. This does not make sense to me. It's probably like this really, really small paperweight that you can just go ahead and put on top of your paper, obviously, for your home office or your home or what have you. And it's $5,000. I just feel like they are just now not well worth it. You can, with the $5,000, you can obviously just buy, I don't know, 5 Oran sandals for it, which is at least the Oran sandals. You can go ahead and walk with it and, interchange them and be able to use them rather than just a paperweight just sitting there in your desk and absolutely doing nothing but just being a paperweight, right? So I don't think those are really, worth your money. And obviously, let's also go to the third one, which I think is ready to wear. And this might be controversial to people, but some people like Hermes ready to wear because they are obviously beautiful. They are well made and really, really nice. And they have, all of these beautiful prints and everything and all that stuff, what have you, right? And we can't even dispute how good quality Hermes has. And anyway, for me, I think that ready to wear in any luxury brands are just a waste of money, not even just Hermes. And the reason why is because, clothes are clothes. I don't know with you, but for me personally, I get easily tired and bored of my clothes. And so, if let's just say I've been using this blazer for about a year or two, I don't know if I wanted to use it again on the third year. And so I just wanted to go ahead and buy another blazer that's maybe similar to the style or maybe something else, and then donate my 2-year-old, 3-year blazer. So, if I was to buy a blazer, or I was to buy something from Hermes, and let's just say, a ready to wear whatsoever, a t-shirt for whatever reason, or like, a skirt that's worth $2,000, $3,000, and use it within the 2 years for, let's just say, 10, 12, or even 15 times, and I get so easily bored with these clothes that I have. Obviously, it's either going to the donation pile, or it's either I'm going to resell it because it's a luxury a brand, and it's also a ready to wear. So that being said, I don't think that any of the luxury brands, for that matter, even ready to wear luxury brands from anywhere else, Dior, Chanel, that type of thing, they're not well worth the money. And that's the reasoning I have, is because, again, I get easily bored with them, and I just wanted to buy something new every 2 years or 3 years, and shelling out $4,000, $5,000 towards ready to wear is just not well worth it for me. So those are the 3 things as of right now that I could think of that are not well worth your money going to Hermes. And so the 4th one I think that is not well worth your money are, for pets. So as you guys know, I do have 2 dogs, right? So I love them to death and everything and all that stuff, but I don't think that there's a need for me to buy anything designer for them, for that matter. Like, a frisbee for my dog that's going to be worth $200. I think that the $200 is well worth for me buying a Twilly instead, or buying a perfume for my friend and gifting that, rather than having my dog chew on a frisbee or play on a frisbee that is a designer that says Hermes. I can just go get them a toy at the dollar store or something in Walmart or whatsoever, and so they can go ahead and just play with it, and me not having to worry about how expensive the dog toys that they do have, for that matter, or even clothes. I mean, I still don't get how people, even probably even if I were even the richest person in the world, I would say that it is just such a waste of money to splurge having your dogs have luxury items too. It's just not practical. I mean, your dogs don't know what luxury is. To them, as long as they have their clothes, and to them, as long as they have their toys, they're perfectly happy with it. It's not, they don't label brands. They don't tell you, oh, I'm not wearing Hermes. So you get what I'm saying, you guys, what have you, that type of thing. And I still really don't feel like anything in that spectrum is well worth your money. All right, so the next one up, I think that's not well worth your money, would be small leather goods. Small leather goods, they are just, you keep your credit cards in your small leather goods. That's really what we intend them to be, right? And so everybody thinks that they need to have a specific small leather good, or a specific wallet for every specific bag that they do have. But for me, again, guys, I keep talking about this, but I am a minimalist. So I don't find the need for having so many wallets and then interchanging them from time to time. And for me, I'll be perfectly happy with just one. I do have a card holder, which is a Tiffany's card holder that I have had for years, that was gifted to me. It's not even me who bought it. It was gifted to me, and I've just been using it over and over and over again, and I just put my credit cards there and my driver's license, and that's about it. When I switch bags, I just put my small leather good from that to my bag, and that's the end of it, and that's it, right? I just don't find the practicality of wasting my time from switching from one wallet to the other, to the other, and to the other, so that it just matches my bag. So I just don't feel like that is something that I needed to do. So I've never really, thought of having so many small leather goods, and hence I don't buy them. So and also it also comes also with the practicality of the price. So a couple of months ago, my SA actually have offered me a small leather good, which is it's a wallet in nata color, and it's nice and it's beautiful, but I think it was like $1,400 or something like that. And I just couldn't find the reason why I would pay for a wallet that is $1,400, knowing that the color too is nata and it's going to be very dirty and stuff like that. And to me, it's just not practical. So anyway, small leather goods. So next up, I think, right? So now we are on to, this is now our fourth thing that I think is not well worth it buying from Hermes. So I think the last but not the least would be a little bit more controversial, because a lot of people might still love buying things from Hermes when it comes to home goods, right? So home goods in a way where they do have like laundry baskets. They do have even, this one right here, I purchased, it's the Avalon blanket, which is a really, really nice piece of, blanket for decoration purposes. But obviously, I'm not going to go ahead and use it as my blanket. It's just a decoration. That's what it's intended for it to be, at least for me. I don't know for any of you other guys, but I feel like, anything that is in excess of $3,000, $4,000, what have you, that are in the home goods section is not well worth it, because hey, they're just home goods. I mean, you can buy so many other different things from Hermes other than just the home goods. And I know a lot of people are also collecting plates, are also collecting mugs, are also collecting different types of home goods, cups and stuff like that, and trays and all that stuff, which I think to some degree, I think it's great to own a couple of them, but, not to go overboard in a way where, oh yeah, no, I have to have everything Hermes in my house, where I have to have, laundry baskets as Hermes, all plates as Hermes, all cups, all mugs, all pillows, everything, all Hermes. I think that dressing up your house with everything luxury is just too a little bit overboard for me, which is just impractical, not just for your house, but also for your wallet. So yeah, I think those are the most 5 things that are not well worth buying in Hermes. So I mean, let me know what your thoughts are, you guys. Do you buy any of these things? And what are your reasons why you're buying any of these things, for that matter? Do you think it is well worth your money? Do you think that it's a ripoff? Or do you really just truly and genuinely love them, and so that's why you buy them for that reason? Or is it just because you just feel like buying it? Or is it because you're buying it as a Birkin bake too as well? I mean, I want to know what your thoughts are, and let's talk about it, you guys. Anyway, subscribe to my channel. My name is Sigrid. You may call me Ziggy. I talk about luxury handbags, real estate, travel, finance, and minimalism in this channel. Thanks everybody for watching, and until next time, I will talk to you later. Bye for now.